I'm Myles Cameron in San Anselmo, where local and federal agencies are coming to the aid of victims of the disastrous 2006 winter floods. I'll have that story straight ahead.
Good evening and welcome to the North Bay Report. I'm Curtis Kim. Marin County is coordinating with cities and towns who have been impacted by the 2006 winter storms by opening up a federal assistance center. Representatives from federal, state, and local agencies are available, providing information on how you can clean up, rebuild, or remodel. Myles Cameron has the story.
For those residents who live in the North Bay, they're blessed by Mother Nature with gorgeous surroundings, such as mountains, lakes, rivers, and streams. All these natural resources enhance the quality of life and provide beauty and pleasure. However, every winter, if the rivers and streams overrun their banks, they can cause catastrophic problems. Such was the case on New Year's Day.
So it was a real major flash flood kind of thing. Apparently it had been held up at various points, and it got to San Anselmo and everything broke loose, and the results were really pretty amazing. And we had a little over a foot of standing water for probably 2-3 hours before the sun came up.
Downtown San Anselmo, like many other river towns in the North Bay, looks like this on a serene sunsplash day, with stores and restaurants opening their doors for shoppers casually strolling by. But when the river spills its banks, it's the complete opposite, and devastating consequences to local merchants can occur.
It was something I had never seen in my life. I opened the door and I closed it because I was so shocked. We had about 5 feet water, mud and water all mixed together with the furniture and the whole retail that we had, and it was really, really awful. And I didn't think that we could really handle this to be open in less than 40 days. But it was a lot of work, but we are open and back to business again.
Long-term recovery efforts are expected to take 2 to 3 years. However, it's the first 3 to 6 months that are crucial in establishing physical infrastructure, community networks, and local economies. And that's where federal and local emergency agencies come into play. Bruce Staley is with the Marin County Sheriff's Office of Emergency Services and explains how they operate.
Well, the Federal Emergency Management Agency is a federal government function, part of the Department of Homeland Security, and they are the U.S. or the national organization that responds to emergencies. We at the local government level, which is under the California Office of Emergency Services, every county in California has an Office of Emergency Services, so we fit into the local government structure. State government, California OES, and then local government is the cities, towns, and the county government.
When disasters do strike, FEMA and the OES set up community offices known as LACs, which stand for Local Assistance Centers. That's where those affected by the flood can receive loans for reconstruction.
The assistance is provided normally by FEMA and the Small Business Administration. We orchestrated or helped them establish a site, a recovery center like the one we have here, and they really implement the programs that'll help citizens get back to normalcy.
In charge of issuing and remodeling permits to flood victims is the CDA, also known as the Community Development Agency. In many cases, permit fees can be reduced by 50% as an incentive to get homeowners and businesses back in operation as quickly as possible.
Well, the board, along with the county administration, felt very concerned about a lot of the citizens' plights, especially with their losses and damage. So one of the efforts that they took, one of the proactive acts that they took, was to arrange with our community development agency to reduce those fees, which will help citizens get reconstructed back to remodeling much quicker than they normally would. The staff at CDA will make every effort to put at a priority those citizens that have had loss in their households or their businesses. They'll put them at a priority point so that they can do the analysis and the building code checks to make sure that the remodeling or reconstruction takes place quickly.
for Katayun Amjadi, it took a mere 40 days to clean up the mess and get back in operation.
It was like the whole place was put in the blender with mud and everything. It was like, it was really a tremendous amount of work that we had to do to clean up and put the place together again.
In San Anselmo, I'm Myles Cameron for the North Bay Report.